Hi, I'm Heather. For the last 8 years, I've been a fitness instructor. Up until March 2020, I just taught fitness classes all over the West Midlands. But as we know, the world changed. We had no idea the impact this would have on us. This is the story of Heather's combat crew. So we started the gym class, it's been going a few years now, so probably about 2015 the whole thing started. We used to use a Facebook group as a means to get out messages and just kind of bring together people from all the different classes.
I come to these classes because it makes me feel good. After each lesson we go through, I feel vibrant, full of life, and it's great to see all my pals and great to see Heather.
So when lockdown happened, everything changed.
We're also telling nightclubs, theatres, cinemas, gyms and leisure centres to close on the same timescale.
For us, it was a loss of income. For the people in the classes, it was a loss of not just their pastime and their hobby, but for some people it was a lifeline for their mental health.
Heather saved my life. I did suffer with Meniere's disease just before lockdown, and I found that doing Heather's classes that stopped me from having a lot of the symptoms.
I started teaching some classes online, and I just tried to get the word out. And then once people realised what we were doing, they started inviting all their friends from the gym to come and join the group.
I've been doing body combat for over 20 years now. It's just a really good vibe, it's a really good atmosphere, and I just love the feeling.
I was out of work, but everybody else might have been out of work as well. I let them give me tips on a tip jar, so if people did have the means to contribute and pay me, brilliant. Delivering these classes online, it very quickly became our way of connecting with each other. I'd do a live Facebook video and it would get people kind of chatting to each other. I had this little community of people that I felt like I was looking after. We all had this one thing in common where our means of exercising, letting off steam, socialising, having that kind of group atmosphere had been taken away.
So, pop your right foot forwards, hands up in guard. We got front jabs. Aiming for nose, lip and chin, extend the arm.
We started incorporating Zoom classes, and then of course we could see each other then. It felt less alone. I made some really good friends just through that distance process. We started to get together in person when we could, but the gyms still weren't open. So a local pub allowed us to use their pub garden. A little later, we started using one of the local parks and we set up on the tennis courts. To start with, we could only have 15 people, but then gradually we were able to have lots more as restrictions were lifted.
With everybody getting cut off, you couldn't go places, you had to stay in. You kind of became feeling very, very isolated. By having the onlines, the meetups in the park to do combat, being able to do it everywhere, and having that community sense of everybody feeling like, you know, actually this is really tough, really helped.
It was like a big reunion every time we were able to get together in person. For me, personally, lockdown was something that provided a really good opportunity. I was performing a duty, I was looking after people, and I think that really helped my own mental health because I felt like I was having a positive contribution.
So we've got 30 minutes of combat. It's for you to do your own cool down at the end. Just give it a good stretch out. Done, sorted, and then I'll let you go and have your tea. All right, thank you for joining me. Hope you got room around you in all directions to kick and punch.
The first classes when we got back into a gym, the atmosphere was electric. I'm sure there were tears, actually. First time I got to play the music loud through the stereo again, hearing that music live was literally goosebumps moments. It just felt so good to be back together. It's what we'd wanted for so long. You know, this was 3 years ago now. Life is back to normal. But one thing that has changed is that the community is still there. Some of my best friends at the moment, I formed those friendships during lockdown. People will still chat with each other who 3 years ago didn't even know each other. I think it's made us really appreciate what we have. People don't take the classes for granted. People don't take the friendships and the community for granted, because it was taken away from us, and now we've got it back, and we are back stronger than ever.